Hi guys, it's Nicole from the physio crew. I've almost gone over my 15 minutes lunch for all these videos, but what I'm doing today is I'm telling you about how to spot whether you have had a tear of your meniscus, which is in your knee. It's the cartilage in your knee. Very, very common in people as we begin to age. Lots of people have meniscal tears in their knee from a young age and don't have any clue that they've got them. When they look at big studies where they actually investigate, they find lots of people have asymptomatic tears. So asymptomatic means that they don't give them any pain, they don't get any symptoms from them, but they're still present. And that's really important when we're looking at investigations, because it's so easy to say, oh, I've got arthritis, or I've got a tear, or I've got a labral tear. And sometimes they're not relevant. They are present in people that don't have pain, so we need to really hone down on the mechanism of injury to make sure that is what's causing your pain, because more and more evidence is emerging that actually removing the meniscus in your knee is detrimental in the long term. So when they look at clinical studies, people who have a meniscal tear, people who have a cartilage tear in their knee, at a year post having the cartilage tear, they find that the group that had surgery and the group that had physio are no different, but they find that later on the people who had surgery are more likely to have arthritis. And that's why we need to be looking at long-term studies to see what is the most effective treatment. You know, I always use the example of my dad, because he had a cartilage tear, very classic mechanism, was playing tennis, had a sudden onset of medial, so on the inside of the knee, medial knee pain, very sharp, difficult to walk, very, very painful. And I kept saying to him, Dad, it's going to take 6 weeks, you're going to be okay, you just got to keep moving it, you've got to keep walking. I need to see a doctor, I need to have it surgically operated on. I said, no, you're going to be okay, just be persistent with the exercises, be patient, and just stick with it. And sure and behold, he was actually back earlier than most people are, because my dad's very fit and healthy, but he was actually back playing tennis about 8 weeks after that meniscal tear, which is unusual. Sometimes it will take normally about 6 weeks, but 8 weeks really to be back playing full sport, and a lot of pressure. Not everyone will get back that quickly, guys, so don't get too excited about it. But because people do sometimes go, oh, when you give them a number, they get very set on that number, and people are not machines. Not everybody takes the same. We have a lot of metabolic processes. We need to make sure we're getting our 8 hours of night, 8 hours of sleep a night. We need to make sure our nutrition is good. We need to make sure we're doing the right exercises in the right way, and not just turning up 2 or 3 weeks later and then we're finding out you haven't even got your quad switched on. That's no good. And to understand what good pain and bad pain is. So the way to know whether it's your meniscus, we look at the mechanism. So did you have a sudden onset of inside knee pain, if it's medial meniscus, or lateral knee pain? The position of the foot and the knee is very important as well. Are you getting locking? If you are getting true locking in your knee, you need to see a doctor immediately. So if it is stuck and you cannot move it, you need to see a doctor. That is an immediate referral. If you are getting a lot of giving way, where you're falling on the floor, again, we need an immediate referral for a giving way knee. If it's pseudo giving way, so if it gives way a little bit and catches you, we need to look at that. It's quite common in arthritis. And arthritis sometimes is what happens a few years after you get this kind of meniscal problem in your knee. So what I want you to look at is do you have full range of movement? Can you start to regain gentle range of movement? What was the mechanism? Do you suspect? Because it's normally quite tender on that inside. And then what we would do is we would look at something called a McMurray's test. So a McMurray's test is where the physio will take your knee into flexion, cause a rotational aspect, so we'll load the inside of the cartilage and then we'll load the outside of the cartilage, see if that creates a response. We can do an Apley's maneuver, which is where you lie on your front. We do exactly the same thing. We're loading the meniscus, and you can't be specific with those tests. So they're very sensitive. So if you don't have pain with a McMurray's and an Apley's, sorry guys, the internet went, we can probably say that it's not meniscus. But we can't say that if you do have pain, it's definitely the meniscus, because it could be the anterior cruciate ligament, it could be other structures inside the knee. Again, we've got different tests to be able to assess those. So if you think that you've got problems with your meniscus and you're not sure, you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to get a physio appointment because I'm not quite sure if that's right for me, go onto our website, book a discovery call with me. Over the next few weeks, I'm giving away very valuable time. Like normally I would be charging £80 an hour for my time, but I'm going to be doing like 20 minutes. It will be 30 minutes totally, but 20 minutes and then 10 minutes for me to write my notes. So 20 minutes of me just giving free, no obligation advice, just to give you an idea whether physio is the right treatment for you, and just give us some basic things that you could be trying to get over your pain. So if that's something you're interested in, either comment below, send me a direct message, or go over to our website and then book a discovery call. Alright then guys, have a great day. Bye bye.